Hey guys, I figured I'd just give you a quick update on my garden. It's been going on 3 weeks. I started planting on the 17th of May and it's about the 6th of June right now. And you can see my tomatoes are really doing good. This black plastic is really helping them go along. There's already blooms on there. And I've already pruned off some of the suckers. My kale is taking off. I used that dish soap and mouthwash and that got rid of those flea beetles completely. So it's doing good. I thinned it out. My peas are taking off pretty good. I got a couple bare spots. You can see there I got about a 3 or 4 foot spot where the peas really didn't come up much, but other than that they're doing real good. Those corn plants are doing good too. You can see those corn plants are taking off. These are the plants I bought. I got seed corn too that's doing well. But the beans that I planted, I must have been tired or something and I planted them way too deep, and only 5 of them came up out of about a 30-foot row. So I just replanted my beans and did that about 3 or 4 days ago, and now this next set of beans is coming up really well. Those are Blue Lake bush beans. I got this whole 50-foot row of pepper plants and they're doing pretty good. Well, you know what? I didn't even notice, but I got a jalapeno pepper already. Got about a 2-inch long jalapeno started. Didn't even notice that until just now. I guess the peppers are doing better than I thought. But the ones down there under the plastic are doing much better. These here are my regular green peppers, and I always do better with just plain old green bell peppers versus the reds and the oranges. They're doing much better than the ones that aren't under the plastic, but it could just be that they're green peppers instead of you know, reds or oranges. Now my eggplant, it's up in the air on them. There's some very tiny black bug that hides on the underside of these leaves and he's chewing holes in them. It's not the flea beetles, unless it's another variety that's even smaller, but the camera won't even pick them up. They just look like a small black speck. I've went through and I've soaked the underside of the leaves and the tops with mouthwash, tobacco juice, and dish soap, and it keeps them off for a few days, but once it rains or something, then they come back and I have to do it again because it washes that stuff off. So we'll see how those go. But hopefully you can see that I just noticed yesterday that I got a couple little crookneck squash just getting started. This one plant is doing much better than the rest. But hopefully you can see that one crookneck in the bottom right of the screen here is about 2 to 3 times as big as the other ones that are sitting under this plastic. All my potatoes are coming up. Hopefully you can see those pretty good. These are those tomatoes that were just, they weren't seed tomatoes or anything. Or, I'm sorry, potatoes. They weren't seed potatoes, they were just potatoes we had stored in our cupboard that were sprouting. I think I planted 5 on each side and all but 2 came up, and that's just because I planted them too deep. And I went ahead and unearthed these ones that didn't come up and loosened them up a bit, so hopefully they'll take off. When I unearthed them though, I also unearthed a couple of those little orange potato bugs. So hopefully that tobacco juice and mouthwash and dish soap will keep them potato bugs under control. One thing I've noticed though is with any of those bug sprays, organic or homemade or store-bought, you really got to get the underside of the leaves, which means you almost have to apply it by hand. If you just spray from the top, the stuff doesn't get on the underside of the leaves, and especially with them potato bugs, they lay their eggs on the underside of the leaves, and if you don't get them covered good, they'll just keep growing. Looks like my corn that I planted from seed is doing pretty good. I had to fill in a couple bare spots when I thinned it out, because I planted the corn every inch, and then I thinned it out to about 6 to 12 inches between the plants. The plants that I thinned out, I just used those to fill in the empty spots where the mole or bad seed caused them not to sprout. Everything else is doing pretty good, nothing spectacular. My watermelon are still growing. They're not really taking off yet. My butternut squash, they were suffering until I put that mulch down, and as soon as I put that mulch down, they greened right up and started growing. These are my spaghetti squash right here on this row, and they're doing pretty good except for this one. There was 2 here, and one died, and the other one is just kind of struggling along, so don't know what the deal is with that. These radishes are Cherry Bell, I believe was the name, but just a small round red radish, and it's set on the pack 22 days to maturity, and like I said, it's going on 3 weeks, and they're already starting to form little radishes. They grow really fast. My lettuce is, it's growing. I've thinned it out a little bit. I really planted it too thick to start, which made it hard to thin out. And same thing with my mesclun, although it's really taken off. That's just a mix of greens. I figured I'd try something new here. This is kidney beans, bush kidney beans that grow on a bush, and figured I'd give those a shot. Maybe make some chili. But I got them planted all down this row in between my butternut squash. I like growing okra. I like coming out and just eating it when the pods are nice and young. And it's good for making gumbo and jambalaya and stuff too. But this is jade okra. The plants are supposed to get pretty good and tall. And I started it from seed. I wanted to get some plants, but I couldn't find any, so I just went and bought a small pack of seeds, and it was enough to plant a I don't know, about a 20-foot row. Maybe 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe 10 to 15 okra plants. Hopefully that comes up. And I think that's about it. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. It's a pretty big garden, so it takes a few for me to walk through it all. But peppers are doing good. Cucumbers are starting to take off. Corn is taking off. Everybody else's plots are doing well. Some of the people haven't planted yet, and you can see over here there's a whole section there that's unplanted. That's 2 plots, and there's another plot in between those 3 that is unplanted, and there's another 2 or 3 plots down there that are still unplanted. And you know, it's already the first week of June. It's time to be planting. These weeds are growing up. These people are going to have a real hard time getting the weeds out now. Anyway, the sun's getting ready to set. I just been out here for about an hour or two. I just wanted to put some more of that bug killer down and water my beans and stuff, so hopefully they'll sprout up. Water my okra. Anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for the comments, and thanks for all the support. Talk to you guys later.